If you like the video, please subscribe Technical PCT channel and click the bell icon to get the latest videos.
Okay. When G is only acting, acceleration due to gravity, gravitational field is acting. Let us say gravitational field, G field. Electric field is acting. Acceleration A. Both G and E are acting. This is G plus or minus A. This is simplification. That's all. See, yesterday we discussed already. Whenever any charged particle is projected horizontally, when gravitational field is acting, what is the formula? Time taken to reach the ground. T is equal to root over 2h by g. We write like this, right? Where h is the height covered. What is the range or horizontal distance? This one, range r is equal to what we write? Horizontal velocity into time. U root over 2h by g, we write. If you are asked velocity at any point, v root over horizontal velocity square plus vertical velocity of time t. If you take this as t, okay. After time t, when it reached to this point in time t, its vertical velocity at this point is gt. Horizontal velocity does not change, u, right? So u square plus gt square, that is v. If E field is acting, only this electric field is acting. When it affects, whenever this is a charged body, I took this charged body is positive, whose mass is m and whose charge is q. In that case, well, when it is only electric field is acting, immediately what idea should come to our mind? Due to electric field, there is a force acting on it. That force, if it is positive, it acts downward. If this is negative, it acts upward. Here I took a positive charge. So electric field due to force act down, so acceleration is also downwards. So A is downward. Is it not similar to G? When gravitational field is acting, acceleration is G. When only electric field is acting, acceleration is A, right? So what is the formula for that A? In electric field, acceleration, you know, EQ by M, yes or no? Right? So simply what to remember? In place of this G, you take A. That's it. Come on, what happened to these formulas? Then T is equal to root over 2H by A. Right? Where A is EQ by M. And range is root over 2H by, U into root over 2H by A. Velocity root over U square plus AT square. Where this A is EQ by by m. Right? Well, when both E and G are acting, gravitational field is acting and electrostatic field both are acting. For example, in this room, already gravitational field is acting. If I throw this chalk, it is just like an uncharged body. It follows these relations. If I give some charge to this chalk, now it becomes a charged body. Charged body, and assume that I gave a positive charge to this. If I throw this, now on this charge, both fields are acting. Gravitational field as well as electric field. In what direction? Gravitational field is acting down. And as it is positive, I took the field direction in this way. In this way. This is field direction. As this is positive, it experiences the force in the direction of the field. Already I showed it here. Then one is gravitational force, another one is electrostatic force. Due to gravitational force, acceleration is g. Due to electrostatic force, gravitation acceleration is a. So what is the net acceleration? G plus a in this particular example, right? If this is negative charge, think that this is negative charge. What happens? As it is positive, it moves in the direction of the field. If this is negative, it moves opposite to the direction of the field, but in the parabolic path only. In that case, E is upward, gravitational force is downward. What happens to this acceleration? G minus A. Remember, when we had to take G plus A, when we had to take G minus A, when both fields are acting. Come on, what happened to this formula? Tell me. Time period is root over 2h by g. I am writing plus or minus e. And r is u 2h by g plus or minus e. V root over u square plus in place of a g a t whole square, right? These are the cases. Sir, when should I take plus? When should I take minus? When it is these formulas are applicable, when both E and G are acting, in that case only, these are applicable. Only electric field is acting, these are applicable. Only gravitational field is acting, these are applicable. When we take plus, when we take minus, right? Here, when we take plus, when we take minus, we take positive when electric field and gravitational field are electric field and is E field in this direction G field also in this direction. G field always in the same direction. It won't change. It always acts down. But this electric field depends. Force due to electric field. Inka ila rayachchu. Force due to electric field. Fe. Force due to gravitational field. Fg. If these are in the same direction, either in this direction, okay, only one possibility. In this direction, plus. When it is minus, there is a possibility to act this electric force due to electric field is upward. But force due to gravitational field is always downward. Right? In this case, negative. So students, whenever you are doing problems on two things you had to. First in the problem, is he asked to consider the gravitational field or not? They give in the brackets, neglect the gravitational field or consider the gravitational field. Go with these formulas. If he won't mention, go with electric field formulas, right? And see that is it the charge given is a positive charge or a negative charge? 1 point. Second point, electric field is acting down or up? Electric field is acting down, it is a positive charge, Fg. Downwards already, Fe also downward. If this electric field is acting up due to positive charge, its direction is above. This case, you go with the negative, right? Come on, note down. This table helps you finally to solve the problems in entrance. Oblique projectile means charge is projected like this, a charged particle projected like this with a velocity u, making an angle theta with the horizontal. What path it follows? It follows a parabolic path before reaching the plane of projection, right? This you call it as oblique projectile. Here, this is the particle you are projecting with. Let this particle has some charge. Let here in this case positive. Electric field is acting in this direction. Electric field. Here also, you can write the formulas with only gravitational field, with only electric field, with both fields. Come on. Only G field. Only E field. Both E and G fields. First thing what you had to see in the problem, only G field. G always downward. Only E field. It may be either upward or downward. In this particular case, positive charge, downward field. So force due to E field. Downward, acceleration downward. E and G fields. G plus or minus A. Right? Well, here what I want, what is the range formula? What is the maximum height? And what is the time of flight? These are the general problems we get. Come on. We know time of flight. T, 2u, sin theta by G. Maximum height, u square, sin square theta by G. Range, u square, sin 2 theta by G. Already you are familiar with these formulas in your first year. When it is possible, only gravitational field is acting. Second, only electric field is acting. Simply what to do? Replace this G with A, right? Come on, what comes? T is 2u sin theta by a. H is u square sin square theta by a. R is u square sin 2 theta by a. Again, what is a? E cube by m. In place of a, E cube by m. Well, when both E and G fields are acting, come on, already we practiced. It is combination of G and A. Come on. What is T? 2u sin theta by G plus or minus A. What is H? U square sin square theta by G plus or minus A. What is R? U square sin 2 theta by G plus or minus A. Already I told you when we had to take plus, when we had to take minus. When we take plus, when force due to electric field, force due to gravitational field, this case, or in the same direction, plus. Gravitational field always acts down. Sometimes electric field possibility of acting up. In that case, minus. Students, for solving problems, if you remember this table, you can solve any problem related to this. Come on, note down or take a screenshot. Next. In the previous table, maximum height is u square sin square theta by 2g. Right? I hope this 2 is missing in the table. Just correct it. U square sin square theta by 2g. If it is okay, okay. Otherwise, just correct it. U square sin square theta by 2g with g field, e field, h, u square sin square theta by 2a, e and g field, h is u square sin square theta by 2g plus or minus a. If they are correct, okay. If not, correct it. Thank you. Next, time period of a charged pendulum in both E and G fields. Time period of a charged pendulum in both E and G fields. Right? Come on. Different cases. This is a pendulum. Here it is a charged pendulum. I took positive charge. Case 1. Positive charge. This is a string which is hanged from a rigid support. Its mass is m. M is the mass of the pendulum. Q is the charge of the pendulum. Pendulum given okay. If no electric field, important, no electric field, which field it is acting? Gravitational field. In that case, what is the time period? We know already 2 pi root L by G. 2 pi root L by G, right? Where L is length of the pendulum. From the point of suspension to the center of the ball. Length of the pendulum. If no electric field, T is equal to 2 pi root L by G. Next. In this case, pendulum with a positive charge, pendulum with a positive charge, field is acting downward. Field is acting down. Then, what is the time period? When field is acting down, come on, what happens? Its weight mg acts down and force due to the field. As field is acting down, this is a positive charge, then force due to this field, EQ, also act down. Yes or no? In this case, what is the time period? Then both EQ is acting down, means F is equal to MA, which is equal to EQ, then A is equal to EQ by M, which is downward. MG is downward, G is downward. Both are in the same direction. Then what is the net acceleration? A plus G. Then what is the time period in this case? Both are in the same direction. Time period is 2 pi root L by G plus A, where A is EQ by M. 2 by root L by G plus A, right? Is it clear? Weight acting down, positive charge, field downward. As it is positive charge, it experiences force in downward direction. Or you can write like this: mg downward. Field force due to field is also downward. This is the case. Second case. Pendulum or see here, negative charge, right? And field is acting down. When field acts down on a negative charge, tell me what is the directions of the gravitational field? Gravitational field is always down. But field downward, negative charge always experience force in the opposite direction of the field, right? Fe. That means what? G in this direction, A in this direction, because force due to electric field is up. Opposite. Then what is the time period? T is equal to 2 by root L by G minus A, right? So in the positive field, positive charged pendulum, negative charged pendulum, positive charged pendulum plus, negative charged pendulum minus. Next. Pendulum bob positive now field is acting up. Field is acting up. Come on. What is the formula? So what do you have to see? Weight always acts down. Positive, field is upward. Positive charge experience the force in the direction of the field. So force due to the field is upward because this is positive. Positive charge experience always force in the direction of the field. See here, G always down, force upward, A upward, right? Then what is the time period? T is equal to 2 by root L by G minus A. See here, positive field, positive charge, downward field, G plus A. Positive charge, upward field, G minus A. So whenever you are doing problem, you should take care of that. Next. Pendulum bob negative charge field upward right. In this case, what is the time period? Come on, here always gravitational force downward, no problem. But what is the electrostatic force on this? Field upward, negative charge. Negative charge always experience the force opposite to the direction of the field. Field upward, force due to field on the negative charge is downward. So Fe. How these two are? Same direction. Means G in this direction. Acceleration due to electric field also in this direction. Then what is time period? G plus A. See the cases. Plus, minus, minus, plus. So from these four examples, it is clear that to find the time period, you had to see two things. What is the charge on the bar? What is the direction of the field? Based on that, you draw this force diagram. Accordingly, you identify how those two are. From that, you write down the time period formula. Come on, take a screenshot and note down. Well, one more case. This is a pendulum. I'm taking it as a positive charge. Observe clearly. I'm applying electric field in this direction. In all those cases, electric field is acting vertically, but see here, electric field is acting horizontally, right? Here, what is the time period? What is the net acceleration? When electric field is in this direction, come on, force due to electric field in this direction. And mg won't change, it is same. Yes or no? See, whenever this bob comes due to this electric field as it is acting in this direction, this bob comes like this. Well, this is Fe, this is mg. This is the net in this direction, F net, right? Here you get two questions. What is the tension in string? What is the tension in the string?
Okay, sir. Okay.
If you are asked tension, these are along same straight line. So tension is equal to F net. So what is the tension? F net is what? Resultant of these two. If here it is making an angle theta, here is theta, then if you observe these two are perpendicular, Fe square plus mg square, yes or no? Right? So this is, what is Fe? Fe is equal to Eq. Fe is equal to Eq, right? Well, and what is the time period in this case? Time period. To find the time period, you need to know the acceleration direction, g direction. This is acceleration. This is g direction. How those two are? Perpendicular. So what is the net acceleration? in this direction, which is root over a square plus g square. Then t is what? 2 pi root over L by root over a square plus g square. This is time period. 2 pi root L by net acceleration root over a square plus g square. One of the important things. Here if you are asking what is the tension? See, T is equal to tension upward, both are downward. Fe plus mg. Here if you are asking what is the tension? See, Fe upward, mg downward. So tension mg minus Fe. Here if you are asking what is the tension? T is equal to, see here, opposite. Mg minus Fe. Here if you are asking what is the tension? Tension both are in the same direction. Mg plus Fe. That's it. So in this you may get the question, what is the tension in the string? What is the time period? What is the rate acceleration? Come on, take a screenshot or note down. Next, one more small. This is the pendulum. Here at the point of suspension, a charge is placed. Here at the point of suspension, one charge is placed. Let positive charge. A pendulum is pulled aside, and pendulum bob is also having positive charge. It is also having positive charge. From the equilibrium position, it is pulled aside and released. What is the time period? This is the question asked. See the situation. Here is charge Q. This bob charge is also Q. Both are positive. Both are positive. Here, Fe, because these two are positive, there is a repulsive force acts in this direction. Mg acts in this direction. Then what is the time period? The bob oscillates whenever there is a component of force in this direction, which brings it towards the mean position. But here there is only one component of force, mg. If you resolve it into two components, this is mg cos theta, this is mg sin theta. And there is no Fe component along this. So it won't act on. So in this case, what is the time period? T is equal to 2 by root L by G only. There is no effect of electrostatic force on, because this Fe component is not in this direction, right? Only weight component, 2 by root L by G. Previously, entrance asked a question. If two similar charges are placed at the point of suspension and bob, when it is set in oscillation, what is the time period? No change. 2 by root L by G. Okay. Okay, students, you just go through it. Tomorrow we discuss some more examples. We go to field due to continuous charges tomorrow. Thank you.
Next class. Dear student, next class 9 a.m. chemistry.